Africa is a continent rich with opportunity. And when business and communities come together, its astonishing potential begins to be felt. With the Millennium Development Goals steering these partnerships, Africa's future is being rewritten with innovation, foresight, and inclusivity. Crossing the length and breadth of the continent, our journalists uncover these stories and share them with the world. Join us now for remarkable stories of partnerships across Africa, building the future and changing lives. It's Africa's time.
My name is Wonderboy Siphamandla Ndawonde. I stay in Alexandra, that's in Johannesburg. I was born in Durban in a village called Inanda in 1989. Everything just changed when I was 16. My dad left us. It was a very difficult period for me because that's the stage where you need to choose which career path you take and you need to be focused, and your matric means everything to you. For you to go out of poverty, you need to have good education. So at that stage, I told myself, you know what, you can just take this thing as a motivation to work harder and make something out of yourself. In December 2010, Zanele Mabena, she works for Line of Africa Insurance. So she came with those application forms for the learnership. She gave it to everyone in church, and I was one of those people who took it and applied. Because I just told myself, you know what, you're good in maths, you're good in accounting, it's financial industry, there's no way they won't take you. I remember getting that call from Line of Africa Insurance, and she said, congratulations, you'll be joining us in the Learnership Programme of 2011. I was so excited, I just went crazy, and everyone in the city were wondering, okay, what's going on? Is he crazy now? I was so excited and elated about that good news. The other learners, they were so shy. For some strange reason, I was the one who was talkative, cracking jokes and laughing, so they thought this is the naughty one.
It's 20 years into South Africa's democracy, and a lot has changed, including its business environment. I'm on my way to Line of Africa Insurance, the only 100% black-owned short-term insurance company in the country. I'm curious to see how they're growing their business in the new South Africa, while assisting a young generation to benefit from the changing political landscape. They seem to be doing well. After all, the train I'm on, the How train, is one of their clients. "16 years since opening for business, Line of Africa is now the third largest short-term insurer in South Africa, servicing some of the country's leading companies and local authorities. It's a growing business in a highly competitive industry."
This side, we've got our business analysts. So they report to IT. Then we've got now the IT department, and then this is engineering. Then we come here, this is claims department. We're gonna go into the executives' rooms.
Executive?
Yeah, executive. You know, we come from the masses.
I didn't need to have a jacket or?
You never know. This is Adam's office.
There's Makulubas.
Makulubas in here.
My name's Adam Samie. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Lion of Africa Insurance Company. I remember joining an insurance company in 1970. I just could not get the fact that, you know, your skin color defined who you were as a person. So Lion of Africa is, in some ways, a culmination of a struggle throughout my commercial life to demonstrate that South Africans, if only they could hold hands across the racial divide, can achieve so much more and become such a great nation.
Transforming a country also means building an entirely new middle class of skilled professionals. And one way to successfully do this is through partnership programs that foster vocational training. Lion of Africa Insurance has entered into a public-private partnership with the government of South Africa to develop the very people they want to bring into their industry.
My name is Mashudu Mamatuba. I am the executive in charge of strategic planning and corporate affairs. Joburg for me is, everything is fast-paced here. Everything is almost like we do sleep, but we dream about the next day. It's a vibe that is progressive. The short-term insurance industry is not as transformed in terms of who's coming in. We don't have enough young black talent coming in. So INSETA is looking for that transformation. They're creating that ability for the industry to transform.
After democracy in 1994, the new government of unity actually decided that they needed to transform what was really a very discriminatory education system. INSETA is the Insurance Sector Education Training Authority. In the case of Lion of Africa, they access our short-term insurance qualification through their learnerships. Our big role is also to fund the learnership. So essentially, we've taken the tax from Lion of Africa and then we redistribute the tax in terms of funding the learnerships that they've applied for.
We bring in young people and we give them the opportunity to do something meaningful with their lives. So we bring them in, we put them in a room where we also give them real work to do, but in doing that, we teach them technical conversation, the basics of insurance, but also just guiding them and really fielding those kind of questions that come up when the work is actually taking place. We need that young blood. We need those young minds to come in that are gonna make sure that the energy of Lion of Africa moves forward. When I look at some of the graduates and some of the learners that are now sitting in their jobs, I see them as successful already because they have started the journey. The fact that they're here means that they've got a sense of something better that they can do. The fact that they're here, they're willing to commit. I mean, I come in at 6. Others are already here. I leave at 8. They're rushing to still go catch the bus and the train. I see these learners and I'm filled with pride.
Nice one.
Yes.
This is home.
This is my home. I love this place.
You explained that you used to walk from Alex to St.
Yes, definitely. I used to walk from Extension 8 all the way to Santon. So I used to walk all this way to Santon.
To those buildings over there in the
Yes,
far
those
end.
buildings. It was a 1 hour, 30 minutes walk, going there and another hour, 30 minutes getting back. I had a choice of taking a taxi, but I just decided to walk so that I can provide more money for my mother and my siblings. So it was my personal decision to make that sacrifice for my family.
I respect you for that. Nice one. Yeah.
Lion of Africa. After 2 years of training, Lion took us permanently. I was so happy. I called my mom. My first salary when I was taken permanently, I gave it to my mom.
The whole salary?
Yes, the whole salary. I'm so proud of myself that I am able to provide for them, buying them clothes, paying for the school fees. So I'm like their father figure, not just a brother.
You're never gonna know who you're sitting with. That's the thing, that's the beauty about this. You could be sitting with somebody that could ultimately become the head person at a big insurance company. you need to make sure that whatever it is that you do, you are imparting or assisting somebody to become the best of themselves. And that is what the name of the game is. That is the true transformation element that you've created there.
I feel so good about my future because all the managers at Lion always motivate me. In fact, currently Lion of Africa is paying for my BCom degree at UNISA. It's not about your conditions, it's about how you think, it's about how you retaliate to that particular challenges you are facing. Because you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. So that once you get it right there, you'll never go wrong.
Education is critical for any nation to survive because education brings about independence, people acquire knowledge, and people also acquire skills, and people even have dignity in terms of how they carry themselves and whatever they do. So education is vital.
What's the payoff though? I mean, why is Lion of Africa involved in learnerships?
We want to be able to show that through our programs, our people actually acquire meaningful skills, both for themselves and for the company, because that's the trade-off. It is that fills me with tremendous pride, that in some small way we have helped provide an environment for these youngsters to begin to realize their potential, to at least begin to think about the present in a different way, and in that way look forward to perhaps a better future. We need you to do well, because when you do well, you bring your community along with you. You bring your family with you. We need you to succeed, guys. Absolutely we do. Thank you.